For Palmeiras man pounding forward, and options here for Colombia. James Rodriguez just needed an extra touch, and N'Golo Kante wasn't about to let him have that. He's just trying to get it out from under his feet, Ali, and that was all Kante needed to pounce.
30 seconds ago, it was N'Golo Kante that won the ball for France. He went in the attack. They lose the ball because Due is dancing on the ball unnecessarily so. And it is N'Golo Kante who's able to track back and is able to be the one that gets the ball away from James Rodriguez. But to your point, Adrian, a clean first touch for James Rodriguez sets him up. Once he messed up that first touch and needed a second touch to set himself up, then N'Golo Kante said, I got this, buddy. Don't you worry. Everything's covered. And this is a reason as to why you love N'Golo Kante as a player. It's exactly the player that you need in that position.
We were talking a couple of minutes ago about James Rodriguez's club career, never quite matching what he's done wearing the yellow of Los Cafeteros, as they have some defending to do. It's a nice leave, and well, some cross wires there, chipping away at Digne. Confirmation for the booking for Marcus Thuram. This was Diaz's last foray forward, and how it was ended, and what got Thuram the booking.
I think it's important to know that Luis Diaz's role with Colombia is different than what you might have seen at Liverpool and what you see with Bayern Munich currently. Yeah, he'll start on the left-hand side, but at times he'll be more of a second striker, and he'll play off of Luis Suarez, and he'll combine with James Rodriguez. He has more freedom to go into different places, and he doesn't limit himself to just the left-hand side of the attack.
Qua working his way forward with an efficient pass, and it provides a platform here for the French again. Akliouche swinging it in towards Thuram, who heads it home. Flag stays down, the smile widens, as does the lead. Marcus Thuram with the perfect header in off the bar. And it's only the third goal he's ever scored for his country, the 28-year-old.
It's just too much time and space. Good run from Kalulu. You got to get tight. There's no help coming defensively, and then the center backs get split. Daniel Munoz gets out jump. Where is the other center back? Nowhere to be found. Alvaro Montero, the goalkeeper, hunting for butterflies, doesn't get there. Johan Mojica and Luis Diaz, somebody's got to put pressure on the ball. They do not. Center backs gets out jump. Davison Sanchez misjudges the flight of the ball. Daniel Munoz is a mismatch against a guy like Marcos Thuram, and then Alvaro Montero doesn't help the situation because he threatens to come out but doesn't, off the post and in, 2-0.
Looking to respond immediately. Decent looking cross. Colombia have a corner. The two centre backs were split horribly there. That second French goal. Well, I'm not sure where Juan Cabal was, but he wasn't where he needed to be. As they try and hit back, though, it's Munoz, who was almost on the end of that intricate move.
I believe Gustavo Puerta is also on the field for Colombia, for Richard Rios.
Good spot, Ali. Gustavo Puerta, the man who plays in the Spanish second division with Racing Santander. What can John Cordoba bring to proceedings that Luis Suarez was not able to in the first half? You wonder. The 32-year-old is a late bloomer, Ali. Didn't make his national team debut until after he turned 30.
If you just look at John Cordoba, he walks in the room. He's a physical specimen. And there's an athleticism to John Cordoba that I think separates him. And what he does really well is that because he stays busy off the ball, he's able to challenge center backs. He's able to run in behind. There's strength to his game. The thing that I would say about John Cordova is that he lacks consistency, and that's why he's not an everyday starter for Colombia. But the physical attributes from John Cordova are, I think, for Colombia standards, are outstanding. And it's something that I think Nestor Lorenzo wants to take advantage of. But I do think that he feels like he gets more combination play out of Luis Suarez with Luis Diaz, with James Rodriguez, than he does with John Cordova. That's why Luis Suarez has been starting ahead of him.
Yeah, he may ignore club form when it comes to James Rodriguez, but he certainly doesn't with Cordova. Cordova has been rattling in the goals in Russia for Krasnodar. 7 in the last 5 games he played before the international break, so very much in form at the moment. Can he make a difference? Ball in his direction, nice touch as well to lay it off. Recovery work from Doué, just disrupting it, breaking it up. Receiving a little wrap around the ankles for his troubles.
And it's a good challenge from Daniel Munoz. It's a little bit of Doué in the process. Good challenge nonetheless.
Oh, that's a loose ball across the face of the area. It's pounced upon, and what a recovery challenge that was from Lacroix. Maxence Lacroix getting across in the nick of time. The Crystal Palace defender making his first start for France, bailing them out.
It's a really good challenge from Lacroix, but I also have to say that Luis Diaz's first touch invites the challenge from Lacroix. He's trying to get that touch away from Kalulu, and in doing so, he brings Lacroix into the picture. A cleaner first touch from Luis Diaz puts him through on goal, and I don't think Lacroix is getting there.
Yeah. Luis Diaz had a relatively quiet first half. He has a great recent goal-scoring record with Colombia. Got 5 goals in their World Cup qualifying campaign. Has scored 10 in the last 22 appearances he's made. Well, the quick thinking and intervention there by Puerta, drawing the foul and the resulting free kick.
Yeah, it's the second or third time today that we have seen Desiree Doué just dancing on the ball a little too much, too loose on the touch. Puerta steps in, wins the ball, it's a foul, brings a player down, is cutting down an attacking opportunity for Colombia. It's a good decision on the yellow card as well.
Puerta winning just his 4th cap this afternoon. Got a goal on his debut in a friendly against New Zealand back in November. Colombia trying to avoid defeat in a 2nd consecutive friendly. Remember, they had gone 22 games without a loss in a friendly, dating back to 2019.
Talking about John Cordova and how he's scoring goals in Krasnodar. And I remember doing games for ESPN when we were covering Liga MX, and this guy was playing at the time for Jaguares de Chiapas in 2013. He has been all over the place as a player. You mentioned the fact that he seems to have been a late bloomer. When he was with Jaguares de Chiapas in 2013, I never would have thought that he would be in the position that he is now. So yeah, your point is well taken. John Cordova has matured late as a player and now has found a role within this national team.
Well, Colombia have come out with renewed vigour at the start of the second half, certainly snapping into the challenges, trying to make life awkward for Didier Deschamps' men. Certainly enjoyed more of the ball. Jason Sanchez keeping it on the ground. Good layoff. Cordoba looking to take in turn, but has two for company. Yeah, Kalulu. And him coming to the fore for the first time in that amazing Nations League semi-final against Spain. Some game to make a debut in.